Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Andar Plays Victoria 2, now as the American People's Republic. I think it'd be kind of cooler if they called it the American People's Republics, indicating that there are multiple republics. As in, we're not the United States of America, we're the United States, multiple. Nevertheless, I don't know, things change during a revolution, maybe it's a more centralized government. Who knows? Maybe they all decided, no, we are one country, grr. But I always liked, like a non-American once described America as a nation of many countries, and I really liked that. But that is not the case here anymore, I guess. Here in communist America. In the last episode, we spread the red to the United States of Central America, and we liberated Panama. And we will get our infamy down a little bit, and try and liberate the Panama Canal. For no actual benefit to us, this is a goal I want to accomplish. For no reason other than I want to do this. Maybe not the most strategic thing, but I feel in my head, because they're not stopping me from being able to use this. Like, it doesn't, I don't think it actually penalizes me for not having it, but I would like Panama to have it, if I cannot. And I guess we'll continue spreading the red, which I will continue to say, to places like Mexico and the rest of South America, as we perhaps continue to try and take more of Canada, particularly Newfoundland, just clinging on the edge of the American border here. They're hanging in there, especially over here in Hopedale. It's a cool name for a place. But we have to get our armies back home. They are on their way. They're chilling out there. And what is our navy up to? Hanging it out and going back home. So as you can see, the fact that Scandinavia is in control of it doesn't mean my ships can't use it, but it's whatever. It would be nice. We have to increase our relations with the USCA because we were just at war with them, so they're not as happy with us as they could be. Even though we changed their government, so this government should be in more favor of us, but that's not how the game actually works, unfortunately. So I guess, yeah, the main goal will be now to spread communism to Colombia and liberate the Panama Canal area. See what we're doing with budget. See if we can, yeah, we'll do max funding and military spending. And that looks like we're doing good. With all that industrialization going on. Money pumping in from the factories. Until a depression happens, anyway. And we'll keep passing these reforms. Some low unemployment subsidies will encourage us to reduce unemployment. Which, this is under construction. That should be able to employ all of these people. And a crisis breaks out. The French War of Ukrainian Liberation. They might be able to do it. I don't know why Russia would want to liberate Ukraine from Austria. Seems like that could backfire pretty easily. But, you know, they do what they want to do. And we'll increase our sphere in Chile. Chile. Cordial. Good. Alright, you know what? We'll let the infamy... We'll worry about the Panama Canal thing a bit later, perhaps. Or not. Yeah, I really do want to make a communist state in Mexico and finally just get rid of the British influence here, because it's been a pain this whole time. Certainly would be pleasant to be rid of it. And have them on my side. Okay, they're fighting the rebels. They're fighting the rebels. And they're fighting the rebels. And the Great War of South America continues without any interventions from us. Steel railroad, clean coal. Sure. Get more raw resources. A place in the sun. Ooh. I didn't really think we had colonies. Our nation doesn't really tell me. Oh yeah, of course we do have colonies. I forget about over here, because there's not a whole lot going on over here. It's alright. Gain 6 prestige, that's nice. I could also start spreading communism over here in Asia, particularly like Siam and Southeast Asia. Can't really do much about China. Actually, no, I cannot do anything about China. I was gonna say, maybe I could, you know. People's republics everywhere. There's secondary power. Probably, oh well, they're very happy with us as well. Could get an alliance with Japan. It might be fun. I doubt that'll actually help us out in many affairs, but we should be close, as we are in real life. Not accept. Almost. So clean up all these rebels. Although I don't think it makes much sense for a Imperial Japan to be friends with a communist state. I feel like they were very worried about communism at the time. Especially during World War II. Let's see. Extended subsidies. Make this one of the best places to live. How much immigration are we getting? A lot. Wow, man. A lot of people going to Mexico as well. More people going to Mexico than America right now. A lot of people going to British Columbia here. Neat. And it looks like the war in South America is complete. A bourgeois dictatorship. That's the worst kind. That's not where the proletariat's in charge at all. You need to get down into Brazil as well. That's tragic. I mean, this absolute monarchy down here in Argentina is not much better. But come on. See, I'm just conflicted. I'm not sure if I want to spread communism or just get them all in my sphere, because I want to roleplay a little bit. But yeah. Well, I can always remove myself from the sphere later if I really need to. Meanwhile, I'm losing money. Kind of a lot, too. Quebec City is now an American core. That's good. Get 20 liberal in the upper house. Won't do anything. Maybe we're losing a lot of money just because of the construction budget, because we're building all these military units. That would make sense. Oh, and I realized at the end of the last episode, if we go into here, somewhere, and we look at all these governments, there aren't that many democracies left in the world. That's it. Bolivia, Venezuela, Switzerland, Ecuador, Colombia, Chile, Transvaal, and Orange. Everyone else is some form of dictatorship or monarchy. And there's us, the fledgling communist republics of the world. Excellent. Now I just want to wait a little bit before I declare war on Mexico again, because this should be the last time. I want enough to be able to justify the spread communism to Mexico, which is only 5, so I could do that right now, but also need an extra 11 to take Newfoundland, which seems to be an actual state and has cores of the United Kingdom as well. So that's not ideal. Because that means Britain can declare war on me at later points and bring all their allies and whatnot into it, including Russia and Portugal and Poland and all of them. Not that Poland can do anything because they're landlocked, but Russia might be able to put some numbers in, which I won't be able to. I mean, that's kind of been my thing, is they have to get troops over here onto my territory, and I defend from there. And Chile just keeps getting these rebel problems. The White Army. Increase relations. So we gotta form an alliance with these guys. Forgetting about them. And generous subsidies, look at that. Nope, not Panama. They're already friends with us for liberating them. Alright, now they will form an alliance. And we have a little Warsaw Pact going on. That's good. Good. I always forget about Haiti. It's just kind of sitting there. I don't really want to do anything to it. Because they don't ever usually help with anything. You know, they don't send troops anywhere. And I don't think they... I mean, I could put them in the sphere of influence and get a bunch of tobacco, I guess. But it's not really that big of a deal to me. But it looks like the construction budget is really hitting us, so I'm going to lower the naval budget real quick. And the spending on maintaining the Army's equipment until everyone is built up and ready to go. Because we still got kind of a lot, and it's costing a lot. Guess we'll expand this liquor factory. It's the only one that's consistently making money. And then I think we'll expand the ammunition factory. We don't have enough sulfur. That's something we need to get more of. Expand this ammunition factory. Let's build a new factory in New England. What would we want? An electric gear factory. That sounds fun. Automobiles? Let's start with an electric gear factory first. Build an automobile factory somewhere else. Like Illinois. And then we'll be out of money. So increase opinion. Increase opinion. You know, even though we are a communist state, we have to take international politics into account. We do have to ally with Brazil. They are vital in South America. It's all strategic. Looks like we got citizens guards over here. Not for too much longer. Panama can't really build a military of its own, unfortunately. So we have to help out. I like seeing all these communist flags. That's fun. Anyway. I don't know why I keep saying anyway, as if I'm actually going to lead into something else. Just kind of scattered, waiting for infamy to go down. Meanwhile, I build up all these spheres. I could look for sulfur elsewhere if that's a resource we actually need. Looks like we're importing tea, wool, and fruit. Kind of a lot. So maybe sulfur isn't as big of a deal as you need. It's always good to have more, though. Which, sulfur is... I mean, we do have sulfur-producing places here in the States. I thought we did, anyway. Yeah, a little bit right here. In Louisiana. But a lot is produced in Java. And in Sicily, evidently. Alright, the stakes just got higher with the advent of Great Wars. You know what, maybe instead of taking Newfoundland, we could also take the Caribbean islands. Because that has a bunch of sulfur, evidently. And would make the Caribbean map look a little nicer, too. And the reason I want Newfoundland so bad anyway is mostly just because it makes the map look silly. And borders, looking good, are very important to me. Alright. Let's fund the military up again. See, this is a big army. Thought I had built more cannons than that, but I guess I did not. Sure, we'll get that many. And then a couple engineers. I said a couple, not 4. Really like to be able to build tanks. That'll be fun. Balance these guys out. No real composition whatsoever. You can go to Tallahassee. You can go to DC. You can go to New York. The city of. And I guess at this point I will auto-create and auto-assign. Because now there are a bunch of armies. What is this? Alfred Thayer Mahan published The Influence of Sea Power on History, in which he analyzed the role of sea power in history. Oh, really? Wow, cool. It was embraced by those interested in expanding both the US Navy and the United States' worldwide interests. The Influence of Sea Power on History, in which he explained the role of sea power in history. That's some real good stuff, guys. Sea power is the arbiter of victory. It is. Like, we want to continue expanding the influence of the proletariat. Eventually we gotta get into Europe, you know? Portugal would be a good target, maybe. Italy could. They're a secondary power. I could install communism there. And then they'll easily become a great power, and then we'll have a great power in Italy, liberate their stuff from Austria-Hungary. And then we'll just, having this communist state here in Europe would, instigate more rebels in other territories, and they're tearing each other apart with constant wars that could turn it. Oh, this is a great war actually right now, the war to liberate Ukraine and take stuff from Scandinavia, evidently. Yeah, it's going to destroy Austria-Hungary. Maybe the Scandinavian Empire as well. Might be a good opportunity just to take Scandinavia real quick. Which is... Or, I mean, not Scandinavia, but... You know, Balboa here. So we will free people. Yeah, free people. Proceed. And that will be an easy war. I want dreadnoughts. Yes. And that activates in the year 1900. It is 1900. So we'll go towards that, I suppose. And having those big ships, that'd be great. So right now we can build monitors, but, you know. Dreadnought. Now that's very dreadful in a good way. Brilliant. We're losing money again. Sorry, Navy. I mean, you're just kind of sitting in port, so... And you know, we could take Greenland and whatnot. Release Iceland, because that's not necessarily a thing I want. Shut it down! Let's shut down this printing press. Nah. Oh, what happened in Chile? Stop popping up, everyone. I need to see what happened in Chile. Yeah, see? Chile's on board. Which I keep pronouncing in many different ways. I'm not sure the exact one. Most people pronounce it Chile, I think. So yes, we will definitely ally with them. See, we didn't even have to spend infamy on them. They just got with the program. They have a really cool looking flag. And free people in Panama. Scandinavian Panama. Call allies. Japan is unlikely. Which is fine. Japan doesn't really want to be friends. That's okay. We can deal with it. No. But Chile did not actually want to be in the fight to help spread the red. That's alright. That's disappointing. But it'll do. Alright, so we've taken that. I think. Doesn't look that occupied. It's hard to tell. Because it's not big enough to have lines on it. But I think we got it. The war goal thing will tell us. Yeah, it's accomplished. And we'll just have them sit there, I suppose. As we become the safest country to work in. Fight the Dutch over there. I mean, they're not going to do anything. Looks like Argentina tried going over to blockade Italy, and that's not going well for them. It's kind of a silly thing to do. Let's see here. Scandinavia, anyway, is at war with just all this. So, Italy, however, is not really distracted, and neither is the Netherlands. So I guess they'll be doing the majority of the fighting. Not that it really matters all that much. I will, I guess fund the Navy again. Get some troops going over there. To Greenland and other places. Even though Iceland is already occupied by the French. See, I don't think these give us any new boats. No. We'll have to expand our naval bases, though, if we want to build dreadnoughts in the future. Netherlands wants out. Panama acquires Scandinavian Panama. Could we take more, though? Decline for right now. For instance, I could get Java, maybe. We don't have enough jingoism to get an extra goal. I just don't understand why slavery would be allowed. Ugh. Or why trade unions would be illegal. It's just the way the game works. And South America. Opinion. Chile. Add to sphere. Good. Good. For now, in the YouTube thumbnails, I'm adding communist countries in my sphere of influence to the map. So Chile will now be on there. And that's fun. For episode 10, anyway. But that'll be in the future. Alright, looks like Italy landed their forces. And we now get to go fight them. It's like they're doing a good job. It'd be cool if USCA was there to help. But, I guess not. Retreat. Meanwhile, these guys will just go land here if they can. Yeah, Chile, come on. Call ally, very likely. Not that you'll really do much, but the more the merrier. Let's go in and attack again. Oh, that Navy's not getting there in time, it would seem. Maybe. There we go. Now they're going to need help as well. So it looks like our military is not as strong as I had once hoped it was. Seriously though, why is it not why aren't we doing more here? I want to see this battle. What's actually going on in it? Well, thanks for unpausing it. That was really helpful. Alright. Do they just have a good general? Leader attack 3, but he's defending. Leader defense 4, but he's... No, I guess they are defending, because they attacked. So yeah, maybe it was just generalship. Yeah, he has a good defense. And there. That little phase in the war was a bit embarrassing, not gonna lie. Not our best moment. Not our worst. Just have all these guys kind of regenerate, I guess. Cannot add war goal. War's not going well enough. How so? Probably because all those battles I just lost. Oh well. Not like they can actually do much. They still have to come all the way over here. Nah, we don't need supply range, come on. Education is at 87, I'm fine with that, I suppose. More factory input. We are losing money now. So, defund the Navy again. Now then move up to Havana. That didn't actually help as much as I'd hoped. So we'll increase taxes during the war. Looks like Netherlands had a revolution. They're now a proletariat dictatorship. Look at that. They're not with us, though. So they will not be included on the map. Their communism's the wrong kind anyway. Alright, yeah, I'm kind of bored of this war, so... You know, I guess we're going to have to do some invading, I guess. Argentina's sitting there in Spain. Alright, let's fund the Navy once again. Get as many guys as we can on a ship. And send them into Europe. Yeah, we'll come back for parts of Guiana, I suppose. Can I knock Italy out of the war? Just white peace. They would not accept that. The collectivist theory. So we are collectivists now. Alright, let's see if we can't take Sicily. Ah, cool. Oh no, that doesn't look good. This doesn't... Yeah, this is bad. I knew this would happen and I did it anyway. Looks like the naval side of it's going okay. Let's see though. Maybe if I balance the two, send them there, then have them retreat. They won't be able to follow me. Good. That's great. No, there's just more up here. Okay. Get on a ship if you can. We continue to lose battles. Anyway, the fighting should be done in the Netherlands anyway, where the actual war leader is. I'll just send these guys home. They got pretty beat. We'll get this army. They have a defense boost. That's useful. How about the Argentinians? The Argentines. Looks like the Netherlands doesn't really have an army to speak of. Since the Great War ended. They probably were cut down to size. Don't really need to humiliate Scandinavia. I've never found that useful. Silly Ukraine. Just go up this coastline. Oh, there we go. Scandinavia wants out. Lucca acquires Emilia. What? Demands that from Italy. I don't really care about that at all. Yeah. But it gives them an out, I suppose. Would Italy accept that? They would not. Don't know why Argentina... Oh, what is Chile doing? Alright. That works too, I suppose. Chile moving up in the Danish front. Trying to bring democracy back to the Netherlands here. And back in America too. But we're not going to let that happen. Yep, they're fighting all the rebels we can. Good. And soon all the people who aren't communists are just going to kill themselves continuing to fight. Like that. Gain 6 prestige. Communism in Netherlands will be maintained. Did another Great War break out? Germany wants to acquire the Alsace-Lorraine. Alright, World War II started very quickly. And they just might get it. Alright, it'll be 1900. Okay, this is 1894. Never mind, not 1900. Don't know why I thought I could get Dreadnought so quickly. Time's not moving that fast, even though we are approaching kind of the late game. Let's see. No, more railroads. I think we should just keep on working on our factories and production then. Historical theory. Alright, Netherlands, we got your capital. Still not winning the war after all those battles. Yeah, those are some pretty bad defeats. I'm not gonna... No real way around that. We had the war won. Is the real problem, though. Like, we could have peaced out, but we decided not to. You know, despite the heavy taxation, most people are getting everything they need. Really? Mexico? You're gonna try that? Alright. Gonna make invading you really easy. Alright, everyone's still working on it. I would just be a little happier, though, if someone were in DC, so no one wanders in there and takes it, and everyone's distracted. Doesn't feel like liberating it. Alright, let's fight these rebels down here. You're welcome, Netherlands. What's Japan doing? You'd think they'd be invading some Dutch stuff over here, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of action. Like, they could be taking Java, but I guess Java doesn't need to get taken. It's right there. They liberated themselves. Could install communism. Or establish a protectorate. That would take 10, though. Make puppet. Nah. They have sulfur, though. Should put them in our sphere. At the very least. And we're in a much bigger war now. Look at that. Still have all these rebels, though. That's not, great. It's not ideal. So I guess we'll just have to peace out real quick. Try and get to Guatemala and try to defend Puerto Barrios here. And we'll mobilize. Everything just got a little bit more complicated. That's all. Colombia's already on the move. Look at that. Oh, I guess they're probably involved in a different war, I'd imagine. Yeah, they're in World War II. Not in the best position here. Could we call in allies? We are the war leader. So it stands to reason that we could call ally, very likely. Chile, how about you? Call ally. See, they have a truce with the Netherlands, but they will accept that. Brazil? Oh, we don't have diplomatic points. Fair enough. Wonder why now Mexico thinks it's the right time to strike. Because we're at war with all these countries? Maybe. I mean, they knew we were going to attack. So why they're on the offensive is a bit silly. I have full confidence in our military, even after the defeats against Italy. Minor setbacks. Nope, still not accepting that. I mean, we are winning though, so they would accept that offer. And that war's over. Look at that, Panama. We're all united and everything. I guess we'll just have these two defending there for now. These rebels are still just tearing things up. Let's see. You have a good attack. You can go up here. Deal with them. Newfoundland. We're gonna have to figure something out because they got 60,000 troops over here, and that's not great at all. 29 there. Maybe, however, if we get military access with France, which we now do have, can maybe get over there to Britain and just go straight for him. Or this could be a repeat of that Italy situation. Increase our sphere in Java. And call Japan into the war? Come on. Very likely. Hope they don't become the war leader. We have the 5th best military, so it's unlikely. Could actually look at it, though, to be sure. They have the 6th. Okay. We should be good then. And Brazil, come on. We don't have enough diplomatic points. Alright. Don't know why I'm... No, I have enough diplomatic points. What is it? Why can't I? Cost us 0 of our 7.6 diplomatic points. That doesn't make any sense. Why can't I just call them in? Weird. Are they already at war? Somehow? Okay, they're at war with France, Colombia, and Bolivia. I don't see why they are unable to help out, though. In other areas. Whatever. Go down here and fight these guys real quick. You two fight them. Good. And then I guess continue your business. You can occupy that. Over there, and then go into Hopedale. Like we got Red Guards in Britain. I don't really want to fight them. I think it'd be cool to have a workers' commonwealth. And that would also break their overlordship over all their little satellites. Which means I could take Colombia with the EU. And that'd be real fun. So I'll hold off on that for now. These guys are all still hunting the rebels. See if we can't bring these guys down there. Oh, what's going on? What's happening here? What's going on, guys? Oh, now. What's all this then? That's unfortunate. Go down to David, I guess, is our next point with defense. You're good to start fighting stuff, I guess. Yeah, I guess these rebels are the big problem, really. Otherwise, we'd be focusing on the British attacks right here, but we kind of can't. Alright, the British Communists won. That's good. They are now the Workers' Commonwealth. And Colombia with a U is free for us to take them. As well as all these little Indian states. Yeah, look at that. We'll have a great time. Anything else? Well, I mean, there's also Australia and New Zealand, I suppose. Nice. Well done. Alright, you guys attack them there. You... Yep, we need to start defending. We're getting down into Mexico and other territories here. Need to get to USCA. And start deoccupying this territory, or alternatively helping out the USCA so they don't surrender. Which I don't think they're able to surrender unless I get another war goal, so I'll just hold off on that. But it looks like Britain's... This war is... The only headache here is the rebels. And I want them defeated before I really put any focus. Because I don't think Mexico's going to be that big of a deal. I'm not going to worry about taking Colombia anymore until I install communism there. Alright, so these two are deoccupying the rebel territory. These guys are going to keep crushing the British here. And you, where are you going? Up here? Alright, sure. That makes sense. Not really. Maybe they went over here. Well, that doesn't make sense either. Whatever, we'll help the Panamanians. Nah, the Panamanians can do that themselves, I'm sure. These guys, however, can go to Laredo. These guys can fight in Albuquerque. These guys can fight them here, and then go to El Paso. They're retreating up there. And these guys are working on getting on the move. They can also go to Mexico. Gold! I keep forgetting about this front. We've taken London, so that's a big boost for us. So what are they even trying to do? Costa Rica. Alright. I think we've got enough troops to try and attack again. Okay. Go south a little bit and go to Laredo. These guys might need reinforcements. But I guess they did not after all. Alright, that works. Let's see, where are you going? Where are you going? We didn't get all of Newfoundland. Okay. We can go back and occupy that territory now. Very sloppy war, but probably should have waited to do this Let's Play another day, because I'm kind of not feeling it. It happens. Especially after the last episode. Last episode, that was good. Remember that time. Don't remember this time. Alright, beginning the invasion. It's all working out, though. Like, this proves that we're a big enough power now to where it doesn't really matter how many mistakes we make. We can always figure it out. Begin deoccupying Costa Rica, because that is the war goal. Don't want them having that. We'll continue moving on. I guess all the rebels are defeated, except for right up there. But that'll come very quickly. I guess you don't have to be fighting the rebels off anymore either. Alright, go to Liberia. And we'll go check out how this is doing. Get them out of London again. Take Oxford now. And finally add Java to the sphere. Good. Now what other input problems are we probably having? Let's see, silk. And rubber? Alright. Electric gears. We have an electric gear factory somewhere, but they need rubber for electric gears. So we need to find out where we're getting rubber from. I think that is a thing that is made over here, right? That's opium. I'm not sure where rubber is made. There's some. Yeah, I knew it was down here. I know there's not a whole lot of rubber in the world. Not in Brazil, so they are very vital to the sphere of influence over there in the Amazons, as well as over here in the USCA. None in America proper, unfortunately, or Europe. A little bit in Java. Yeah, all the good stuff is over here in Ceylon. We'll have to make do with what we got, I guess. Alright, Costa Rica is free. We'll attack these guys and then move up. Meanwhile, these guys can all start moving down again. Well, kind of over a little bit. Alright, you're deoccupying that. You're going up there for some reason. You don't have to do that. I guess you can go down to Mexico. So can you. And that guy will finish deoccupying that territory. And yeah, it's just a matter of time now. Can we add a war goal? Almost. We'll move up the coast here and get to the capital. Wait, whoa, how'd I lose? Oh, alright, that makes some sense, I suppose. You go fight this guy. He's causing a ruckus. That's what he's doing. You don't have to be up here. I mean, I guess we'll start occupying more Canada. Not really necessary. Oh look, Japan. That samurai over here in England. That's a good sight. Are they helping elsewhere though? I mean, there's not as much British stuff over here in Asia, other than India. But I imagine they have a lot of troops there, so I guess England right now is the weakest point of the United Kingdom. Very weak nation, though. 16th militarily, and they're mobilized. How the mighty have fallen. Do they even have a navy at this point? Who can say? I can't. Alright, where is this army headed towards? 'Cause, 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 'cause Doesn't really matter, we'll fight it. And then you can go to San Francisco, I guess. So you will deoccupy that territory. Or actually occupy it, rather. None of our territory is occupied, as far as I can tell. And I guess we'll just keep on moving along. Add war goal. Let's see. Place in the sun. Won't get us what we want anymore because Newfoundland is a state. Now to give us 26 infamy, we can't have that, unfortunately. We could free the people of Newfoundland, and they would form a communist state. But I don't really want that either. I want the whole thing. Or there's the Caribbean islands down here, which have that big sulfur field. One of the best in the worlds. Or one of the best in the world, not the multiple world. Could. But when I add a war goal to install communism, that'll add 5, we'll be at 20. And add war goal to place in the sun costs 10. So we still can't really do that either. Britain is not allied with anyone after the whole mishap with the Communist Revolution, so they'll have to rebuild all their friends. Which they're still a great power. Number 2, despite, I mean, they're still a good ally to have. So I'm sure someone will help them out. But yeah, we'll just install communism. Proceed. And that'll be that. We could build more factories in the meantime, too. Got some unemployment problem. Let's see. Cement. Fabric. Furniture and liquor. Oil. Canned food. And glass. Machine parts. Ammunition. Ammunition, steel. Build a new factory in Ohio. Another small arms factory maybe, or an artillery factory. That could work too. Build some explosives here in New England. Airplane factory. Another electric gear factory, even though we don't have the rubber for it. Increase cement production. Increase wine. Alaska, known for its wine. increase the dye factory. Just keep building this stuff up. Yeah, that looks good. Good enough. Oh, wait a minute. Ah! No. Why'd I do that? Well, that was a mistake. I lost track of everything that was going on there. Just have to justify a war to spread communism there. That'll be 5. We'll wait a little bit. Don't worry, this will all make sense. It will all not be for naught. Ah, man. I'm just out of it. Now, can you just attach to the Japanese and then I won't have to worry about it. Alright, we've taken Mexico City. They will not accept peace yet. We'll probably have to completely occupy Mexico for that to work. And I can't have these Hawaiian nationalists doing anything crazy. How many are there? 39,000. Okay, that's a lot. Well, we'll get these guys to Long Island. We'll get to the Navy to take as many as they can. And do battle. Wonder what happens if they become a communist state. What happens to our war goal? Since they have this revolution popping up now. It's not the best of all the possible outcomes. We need to fight all these red guards. What? I mean, they are a core, though, so it's easy just to restore order and annex them again. Still, that's sad that we just can't get over there in time. All aboard. We'll have many engagements going on all at once. Alright, that occupation is going well. Now I have to see which of these guys are hunting rebels. None of them are doing that actively at the moment. Okay, no army is in DC right now, which is good. I'll have these guys go to DC and then hunt rebels. I'll have these guys go to Buffalo and hunt rebels. I don't think occupying these northern Canadian territories are really going to do much for us. And these guys can hunt rebels over there. I'm going to get you to go to El Paso and hunt rebels. And it will all be fine. Now where's our navy? On their way. Declare war, restore order, proceed. It's a lot of people. This is turning into a much bigger fight. Let's see here. Not accept that offer yet. These guys are still in it. They will not accept. And our infamy is not ticking down at all. Or it doesn't seem that way. Otherwise I would just defy a war against Costa Rica and spread communism there. So I messed that up a little bit. Let's not go as planned. Alright, Britain will now make peace. Install communism in Mexico. Weird for a communist state to not want that. But they don't want us spreading our sphere, is the thing, so... that works. Look at that. And we'll not be able to form an alliance, because we own core provinces. But that's alright. So that's one war down. Lost a lot of troops in that battle for Hawaii. So that'll go on for a little bit. I will have some of... oh, I'll just destroy this army because it got real weak. But the 8th Army can go to Rivas here. And we'll install communist government in Costa Rica when we can. Because we've lost territory. We've been contained. I don't like that. Okay, he'll go to Laredo. And go to San Antonio. You'll go to Austin. You'll go to Houston. You'll go to El Paso. And we'll get, I don't know, more naval bases. And I guess we need to keep a garrison in Hawaii now, as this age of revolutions is going to hurt us quite a bit. You can also hunt rebels. There's no reason you can't. It's a big bunch of troops there, not doing anything. Alright. Hunt them down. Hunt them down. Hunt them down. Hunt them down. And hunt them down. Now we have an army over here. We'll move them over there, I suppose. I think we still have military access with France here. Dental care bill. We already have good health care, I thought. See, I don't know how World War I ended. I mean, obviously in a French victory, because they still have the Alsace-Lorraine, but other terms were imposed. I can't tell. It looks the same to me. Yeah. Not much changed. It's alright. I'd like to be involved in one of these world wars. We will not instigate the Trail of Tears. Come on, I thought we were done with that. I was excited to be done with that. No, I guess that pushed forth. Oh, what is this? French Brazil? Oh, that's what you get, Brazil. Trying to be pushy. Don't actually know what happened there. That's unfortunate, though. And against the Monroe Doctrine. They shouldn't be expanding over here in our hemisphere. Trying to maintain the revolution is distracting. It puts us in a bunch of ethical quandaries. Just like, where do we spread it? How? Etc. Man, this Hawaii thing is taking forever. We should try again. Yeah, and they'll never get over the own core provinces thing. Well, we do get military access. Or we can, eventually. Peace. We will annex Hawaii. And the rest of Hawaiian Islands are now a state. Good. You guys can get on this boat. And leave. Go home. To Norfolk. Looks like all the rebels are dealt with as well, from what I can see. So we can probably demobilize the military now. There, and this is what we are left with. Alright, we have some rebuilding to do. In a moment. Still one thing I want to make sure happens before we end the episode. It just feels like it's been a long one. Okay, we got 3 infamy. That's not so bad. American reactionaries. That's silly. I have all these Canadian nationalists. Ugh. Only really 2 armies over here in the area. There's our 3rd big armies over here. And about to invade Costa Rica. Alright. Proceed. Okay, anarcho-liberals again. I don't like these guys hanging around DC. Gotta make sure that is defended as much as possible. And Jacobin rebels. And they're all over the place. Yeah, I'd rather you just sit on it then. And I'll have to manually maneuver this, because there are 191,000 troops there. Rebels, anyway. And that's not great. Install communism. Proceed. And look at that, Costa Rica. You've joined the family. We have negative relations, but that's alright. Alright, so this is the world. We got a workers' commonwealth. And, oh, I guess democracy came to the Netherlands. Never mind, we lost the Netherlands. But that's that. We'll deal with these rebels next time, and any other further issues that arise, because you gotta protect the revolution, it would seem. We've spread it to Mexico. We lost Costa Rica for a bit, but we got it back in the end. And liberated the rest of Panama, so that's good, they're united. We lost Hawaii, that was weird. But now we have it again. And that's good. And Japan's an ally. Never mind, they're not an ally anymore. That fell apart, evidently. Well, sorry for the low energy episode this time. Nevertheless, thank you for watching.